Hi Virgos, if you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. I've created an ink blot made in your name and essence. If you'd like to take a screenshot there so you can scry on your own time and terms for shapes and symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. So getting over a little bit of a cold, so don't mind the stuffy sounds. We're going to also add on tarot and oracle, and we have ghost to peer kick in for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Please do receive or release freely. Virgos, you know the drill. I'm going to open up. You're more than welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through. When you're ready, taking a nice big breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and to honor of the Virgo Collective. Virgos, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura here of like early January. Or now I guess we're closer to mid. We'll also flip this later on for a little bit of a later perspective possibilities. All right, let's dig in. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below or keep to yourself alike. All right. I'm seeing like a feather duster. Like an old school feather duster. You know, one that feels like I'm kind of dusting out with a little bit of pizzazz and jazz. It feels enjoyable. It feels enjoyable. I don't know how else to say that. So I don't know, Virgos, if you're like going through things, literally just like dusting yourself off, maybe going around your environment.
Sunday.
I see a lot of self-love. Oh, in different stages, because I'm seeing this like the moon. So maybe something about the moon cycles, or if you're following the moons or what the moon means to you, that's the way I'm seeing it. Something specifically about moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Strawberries as well. You know what it makes me feel like? It makes me feel like I'm enjoying candy. Now, strawberries might mean something to somebody quite specifically, but this makes me feel like I'm enjoying treats. Not in a gluttonous kind of way or anything like that. I feel like I'm enjoying the sweet things of life because maybe I'm doing my dusting, and whatever that dusting might mean symbolically to you. Going through junk drawers, to cleaning out your car. It doesn't have to be physical cleaning. Maybe it's even like just smudging, salting, you know, whatever your choices are. Even maybe just cleaning up your thoughts. Like it feels very gentle, like, and tickles from spirit, and whatever spirit tickles of spirit I wrote, but I felt like tickles from spirit. It's like getting the sensation. I don't know if some of you are noticing more clearly, perhaps, or just those subtle sensations, like where maybe an ears begins to read, or like a tickling of the nose, bewitched style, or is it I Dream a Genie? I don't know. I can't remember. Or maybe you're just like feeling energies, like somebody's like tickling your aura, like trying to get your attention, and it feels like spirit. Now, it could be spirit of animals, elements, those in the afterlife, your guides, whatever the case may be. Because then you also have these spirals of creation, and I'm seeing a very specific creature there. Okay, I don't know what this creature is, but there's a cat right here. And this cat's kind of in this, it's like a cat tunnel. So it's almost like this cat, whatever, and it is a black cat, may mean to you. Mystic, magic, mythos, manifesting. And it's almost like it's not the season to let the cat quite out of the bag, whatever that may mean. It's not quite the season, but like with those cat tunnels or something outside, so that it can go outside and enjoy like preparing. It's like a weird threshold of preparation, so I won't be overstimulated. And maybe this has to do with something in regards to your gifts or even your environment. Okay, so it's almost like the spirit of your environment, energetically, earthly, emotionally, because I'm seeing it like these different, what is that? Sandbars type thing. And as if like a rainbow was laying on its side. Yep. Yep. Somebody also might be working with flamingos. Or that energy of. I feel a little softer in the way I'm speaking to myself, Virgos. I feel a little softer. This is actually a strength. I don't know if some of you are unsure of that, or you might feel like kindness is your weakness. Sorry, excuse me. Or maybe somebody has taken advantage of your kindness, so it feels like a weakness. I don't know if I said that well, but hopefully you know what I mean. But it feels like you're because it's like I'm biting into a marshmallow strawberry treat. Interesting. Okay, you had 2 angel number cards that came through here. If you want to take those in, you know the drill. Follow your own intuition first, but thank you for allowing me to share my insights.
Dangerous.
So you have 10, 10, and 12, 12. If you've been seeing those numbers, paying attention to it. Also something, it's literally like a cycle with the 10, 10, but in a calendar year of 12, 12, or a 10 to 12 year cycle, 10 to 12 years, something that I've been going through. And it's almost like I feel like I'm dusting myself off from that. And not because it was bad, but you know, maybe there was things that you just went through and it's like I'm learning the lessons and now I'm sweeping, because I'm seeing my grandmother sweep her driveway. She was very particular about her driveway. And I couldn't even park on it because my car would leak oil, so I had to park on the street. But that's what I'm seeing. There's some sort of pride in that though. And you know, you didn't question it. And okay, thanks, Grandma. It's like seeing somebody get a new driveway, or I think Grandma's was concrete, I believe. So it was, anyway, it's not the point. And if I did park on the driveway, I had to put cardboard under my car. Anyway, but this is not the point. The point is that I didn't question that. You don't question when somebody has a particular boundary, because I feel like you've redone a driveway, like something foundational, something that enhances your home, something that enhances your environment. Now, maybe you've actually done renovations, or you're looking at maybe a part of your property and like leveling it off and cleaning it up, because it's like where people come and go. Company may come, company may go. Anyway, so I'm seeing Grandma sweep the driveway, and you don't question. It's not that you don't question, like, why can't I? It's a driveway, like you park on the driveway, ironically, but that's the respect of her rules, and they're not in place as a punishment to anyone else. It's almost like you're elevating some sort of caliber. Again, it's like dusting the debris. And even if it's gravel, or something around you is gravel, or it's not, maybe a parking spot in front of your house or your apartment building, whatever the case may be. It could even just be like your entranceway. Because I'm seeing my grandpa's shoes at the back door, but they're outside. They used to have their sandals outside. Like those were their outside sandals, and they didn't make it in the house either. So there could be also something about tradition, because I don't typically see my grandparents very clearly. They've long passed, bless their hearts, but they just had a particular way, and it was effortless to respect their rules. Likeable or not, you understood that they have been through something. They've decided, this is it, they have decided through their experience to implement certain boundaries and respect so that their environment, energetically, emotionally, etc., was a certain caliber to actually enjoy being there. Do you know what I mean? And you would receive something from that. Tradition, respect. There was, fun as well, but also like these little habits that just came from outside to inside, from outside, oracally Virgos, to the inside. Somebody also might want to consider dry brushing or adding that in, or maybe you have been adding that in. I'm sorry if I'm rambling on here. I haven't even gotten to your angel numbers, but it just kind of came flooding in, so I appreciate that. So with 1010, the message is keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. I am patient. And it's almost like an even to have dust to dust, or something to sweep, debris to sweep. Somebody also might be going from like an apartment to a house. Anyway, sorry, I keep getting distracted here. Patience, and you've been patient, but you've also had like this villain. I don't know what this energy of this villain is, if it's in this because I'm seeing it kind of like head to head here, but it's like they have samurai swords that both are ready to, so it's like maybe you've met your match or a challenge. You see in someone else the very thing that, in that whole mirroring concept, but then also not using that so it's like feels almost like in a weird narcissistic kind of way. You might have even like been your own, for some, not all. And of course, if this isn't your Scry story, it's not your Scry story. Thank you for holding space for others to receive. I feel like you might have been very tough on yourself, or you have been tough, but you've been super patient. But now it's time to prepare for something to be put into play. And I'm hearing that song from my childhood. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, clean up. Da, 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 da. I don't know what the rest of the thing is, but it's like in these circles, it's like working with radar or sonar of frequencies of things, even of my own, because I don't necessarily want to project it out, but lots of things come and going. But there's a it's like, I don't know, it's like going from gravel driveway to a paved driveway. Ceremony. And that's not necessarily an upgrade to all. Like, I love my gravel driveway. I love the sound of it. It has a very specific memory for me, and it's very soothing. However, I understand there's benefit. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying, right? Whatever it is for you. I feel like for some, or maybe even of yourself, whatever choices you're moving forward, it's like seeing somebody sweep their driveway and you're like, why are you doing that? And if somebody's questioning that, it's almost like they may not know you well enough, or you're not, I don't want to say like they're not paying attention. But then I also want to be kind, and I want to be like, well, this is why I do that. And maybe you can teach somebody something. One, about yourself. Two, teach yourself about yourself, like why you do the things you do. Every time you do that thing you do. So I feel like over some time with the 10-10 patience of like slowly picking at this, like I've had to save up over 20 years to prioritize redecorating, redoing a driveway, or really sweeping out the steps. I'm seeing grout as well. I don't know. There's something along that lines. Okay, your other card is 12-12. I am focused. See? And while I feel like I am all over the place in your Scry story, so thank you. But I feel like it's coming in, like the season it's preparing me to present something, a new me, a new version of something. Even it feels environmental to my energy, to the way my energy is embodied in my earthly vehicle, and even my emotional state. Like it feels just very threefold. 12:12. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. Okay. Dreams to everything to... This is that... Okay, and what are... Yeah, they're like Martian. They're not peeps. Anyway, I keep getting stuck on them. You are very focused and patient. It's like you have a long-term goal, but in the meantime, the short sprints of things are keeping you focused on that long-term goal. Is it going to add up? Yes. Interestingly enough as well, sorry, when I look at the 10:10 and 12:12, your angels are right behind you.
Inmate.
Your angels are working behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, like, and behind you. Behind the scenes of like this patience of time, different layers of things. There's something supporting you. They can't be in front of you. They can't take the lead. It's your life to lead. It's your life to love. It's your life to love. You also have here the High Priestess and Fragment. I'll bring these up for you. And if you haven't already, Virgos, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support and your awesome awareness. I am truly grateful, and it warms my haunted heart. If anything stands out in these cards for you. Okay, so thank you. So this is what I'm going to do. See this fragment card, sorry at the lighting, right? It's almost like ghostly in there. And I want to place that in here. These pieces, these layers, pieces of my home, pieces of my environment. And then with all of this pink fuchsia kind of feel down here, see, even that's another feather duster. And these birds are feather dusters as well. I'm getting distracted once again, Virgos. And I want to place the High Priestess of Spirit in there. Of spirit. Not the High Priestess of Fire, not the High Priestess of Water. Of spirit. Tickling. Kind nudges can go real far. Though I feel like, again, I kind of want to say, like, I feel either you've been a hard ass or I don't know what it is. Thank you. I want to wander on up here. I'm actually going to gather birds.
Sagittarius.
It's like you have sweet fire, like a sparkler. Okay. These birds, what's going on? I'm seeing like palm fronds. Like, I don't know if maybe you need to pamper yourself, or you're realizing the benefits of pampering yourself. Maybe by I feel as though, Virgos, I'm very itchy, like, or I feel like there's something like right here on my right shoulder bicep. Strong. I feel as though I would like to pamper myself a little bit, but I don't want to feel guilty about that. But prioritizing that. But I want to note as well, this is how I'm feeling, when other people, not blindly in some obedient kind of way, I feel like when people come into my energy, come into my home, and they respect, you know, if whether you're keep your shoes on house, keep first. Take your shoes off, help yourself to the fridge, people, or ask first. I don't know. Whatever these little things are, as we each decide on these things, and maybe you've even changed your mind. Maybe you're transitioning from something as well. I feel like when I am respected, because it's reciprocal, I feel like I can enjoy the sweetness of that, the synergy of that. Synergy. Sorry, and I saw a face in here. It kind of looks gross, and I don't mean gross in like gross. Yeah, just think of like angels and demons, and it's like this kind of like growl thing, and it's got a little horn happening up here.
Sorry.
What's going on with that? I feel like I've had to talk to there's something about discipline as well. It's like tough love. But this tough love in the shadow work, maybe you're doing a lot in the mystical realms that takes discipline, and it takes doing things that don't get they don't get seen to be appreciated in the okay. So it's like, if somebody does charity work and then they spout it off all over the world and they're like, oh, I did this kind thing. It's kind of like that weird twofold thing. One, it brings awareness to maybe that cause, or if there's an issue or maybe something that needs attention to, and that's great. The other part is like, well, then that's really, and I'm not saying it is, but it's, one school of thought or one line of thought of saying, well, it's very egotistical that you just didn't do it without needing some sort of accolade or recognition. However, I feel like in the spirit realm, you are getting the recognition. Maybe I need to lean into that if you haven't already, or reconnect to a spirit guide specifically, Oops, sorry, I thought that was my bookmark though. So you have here travel and talent that also came through. And this is what brings me into like that meditation, connecting with spirit. Like you have a talent for something. Picking up the pieces. You might have been doing a lot of inner work. With your discipline. I'm also seeing like somebody pan for gold.
Speak.
It doesn't have to be gold per se, but I see the gold up here of like the tail of these birds. I feel like you have a talent for whatever it is that you're doing, good, bad, or ugly. Self-saboteur to self-success. It's like you can be successful at being a self-sabotage. Or exactly, you may not absolutely be in that area and you're like, no, I'm successful at self-soothing, successful, whatever the case is. I'm not trying to be a dink about it, but whatever you literally put your mind to, you're going to be successful at, for better or for worse. For some, they're okay, so for better or for worse, there's also something about maybe marriage or relationships in there, for better or for worse. But respect and reciprocity, some sort of tough love. The talent you have for being able to go deep within, it's a little scary. I don't know if you've been through something, Virgos, that's a little scary, or this is how you feel through the collective. So I never really know if this is individual of something that you've been through to how Virgos are interacting with the collective. Like the collective energy is maybe unsettling, because I want to come back to that environment, the environment analogy that seems to be really coming through here, of maybe you see the disrespect or you see dishonesty. Not that it has to be negative, because there's always the positives as well, but it's like you're having to transmute that for you, because it's
Amanda.
Because you understand it's seeping in. Even like things, I feel like you might be ingesting things even very silently, subconsciously even. Oh, there's like a medicine man stepping through. I think it's a flute. I'm pretty sure it's a flute. Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, Two of Swords. If those mean anything to you, please follow that. Okay, thank you. It's the words. Great strength, ruin, peace restored. Peace, pieces, the fragments of the high priestess or priest, insert any word, of spirit, my connection to that. Something had to break down. It's like maybe you lost faith in something, or you're completely rearranging your environment, or different pieces of it. In the effort to remember you, who you are in all this, what you want out of all this. And it takes great strength to destroy something to rebuild it. Or maybe some things, again, it could be external in the environmental energy of all that is. And it's like to
please go.
Acknowledge the things that ruin your reality without judging them or trying to fix them for everyone else. It's like focus on your driveway. That's all you can do is focus on your driveway. And you might be able to like help your neighbors or your neighborhood. And it helps the whole neighborhood feel at peace, safe. Two of Wands, Eight of Wands, King of Pentacles. Oh, I've been yammering on here so long, Virgos. I apologize. I haven't even gotten to your rune yet. Lord of Dominion, Lord of Swiftness, Prince of the Chariot of Earth. See, taking back my dominion over whatever I might have given the devil's name, or the demon of sorts. And now that I've like maneuvered through these things and I'm continuing to move through like these rings of Saturn, the time seems to be a thing here. Your patience and your focus. Because I'm seeing like somebody build
energy.
I'm going to say maybe brick or cobblestone. I don't think that overly matters, but like one brick at a time or one stone at a time. And then it creates this path, right?
I don't like it.
Yeah, maybe for some you didn't like where the path was leading and you, nope, excavate that up. That's not the way I'm going anymore. Start again from here. But now it moves so fast because it's like the leveling's already been done. The sand's been laid. It was just, and you already have the tools. You have the bricks or the stones, whatever it is. You're just reconfiguring them. And then it's like changing the pattern. Thank you. It's like maybe you went from this kind of pattern to that kind of pattern. That's what it feels like. It's something about a pattern. And then once that, it's like, it just takes off really, really quickly. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Virgos, if there's anything else that you see, sense, or feel, and this is how it's like I'm synergizing with spirit. Thank you. Even of my own spirit, spending time with that, my shadow spirit, my shine spirit, the spectrum of my own spirit as I'm interacting with my peeps, my marshmallow peeps. There's, I don't know if it's a secret being shared or something along that lines. There's wisdoms being exchanged between samurais and synergy. Where's my pen? There's also, I don't know if this is like, these are all those like different pathways of sorts. But there's something else going on here. And that's okay. There's also something about a clam. Is it a clam with the pearl in it? I believe so. The breathing rose, heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. Time eases. Time after time. And that's what it feels like in those circles of time, the Saturn's rings. Codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step, like with that path. Reconfiguring, redoing something, but not redoing it from nothing. Sub rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning, and teaching. Somebody in spirit guide very specifically is what I'm hearing, wants you to connect with them. They might send birds, orioles, seasonally, of course. They could also drop feathers.
Wandering.
Something about the flute. I know I said that in regards to like the shaman, but something, or indigenously, there's a sound, or I can't remember what it's called, like one of those little orca things. It's like sending out a call, a tone, maybe like tuning forks, something with sound to connect to this indigenous shaman, like, and it's about the heart. Yes, it's about the heart. Okay, I'm going to close out here with your rune. And I apologize for yammering on, but sorry, not sorry. Is that... Oh, why is this so bright? Is that better? It's a buffalo anyway. Here we go. The buffalo spirit brings strength, stability, gratitude, and abundance. Buffaloes are nomadic. In their whereabouts, they trust that the earth will sustain them, and they will find abundance on their path. Your spirit buffalo can help you connect with Mother Earth and be grateful for its abundance. I got a note here. Abundance was spoken of like 3 times in regards to the buffalo. Stability and gratitude. I think that you've been through maybe what felt like a stuck path, and now you're feeling a little nomadic, right? You're like, okay, let's get out there in the world. And it's like, oh, it's like somebody who might have high anxiety, or I apologize, I don't know all the words for things to consider, like when they don't want to go outside. Okay, but it's like, okay, I'm going to take 3 steps today outside the door. Okay, breathe. That's good enough for today. And then over time, if you did that every day or twice a day, you took a few more steps, you can make it all the way to the store and back. But I feel like you've been doing this in relation to something specifically, hidden in plain sight with the mysteries of learning. See, when we were talking about like something hidden before, it's like feather dusting and revealing something. Like you've been doing something, not in secret, but just privately. And then when it talks about with the buffalo, the earth will sustain you and find abundance on your path, because there is this path that's blatantly been through. Now, whether I saw it as a driveway or a path to your house, or just like the path to your heart, self-care, self-love, and it doesn't have to be cheesy. But why not be cheesy? Cheese is great. Permitting your digestive system. Anyway, but you know what I mean. Mother Earth. And maybe that's why that indigenous gentleman here is here, a warrior. Because it has a warrior feel. But it's like the warrior, I feel, is working to help heal the heart. So I can like walk with grace and peace, but calling in a blatant noticing of respect and reciprocity, because that's what makes me feel kind to myself as well. Maybe self-respect as well. All right. For whatever reason, I feel the call to just keep adding cards. So Virgo, if you've stayed with me through this long read, thank you so much for being here once again. Like, sharing, and subscribing. So you have here tracker, and offerings. See, this is the path. This is the path. Maybe you've been through some seriously uncomfortable things. There's the rainbow that was on, but I saw it on its side. The time, like the rings of time. And now you're going to get to like just float. It's like you've been slowly, what is it, like Shawshank? Was it Shawshank? Like, excuse me, my nose. One cup at a time, one spoonful at a time. And then you're just going to be able to flow. Go with the flow. But you have to allow yourself to go with the flow. And then you have here prayer feather and medicine bag. I don't know why my computer keeps making that sound. I apologize if you can hear it. Like Madonna, is there something, some sort of Madonna song is coming through with this? But we were talking about feathers, that bird and that spirit indigenously with the medicine. I think your warriors has been asking to be healed for a little bit. Taking a rest, sound. Buffaloes, like you've gone through the storm, like the buffalo versus the cows, right? Cows run away, I believe, and the buffaloes run into it. You ran into it, headstrong, head first, and now it's heart. It's heart.
Who is he?
Heart to heart. Yeah, there's something going on here. Virgos, it's all medicine for you to receive. Your environment, your earthly experience. Oh, okay, so even with that environment with the buffalo, they trust that the earth will sustain them and they will find abundance. That's the environment, the earthly environment. Something else about drawing from natural elements as well may really aid to support whatever it is that you're focusing on and moving towards, especially in that heart and the high heart space. I feel like I want to get, like the blood moving. And now I'm seeing like 80s style aerobics, a little grapevine action. Like I feel like I'm getting moving, getting warmed up because the season of presenting whatever it is, is coming. And then it's showtime. Virgos, thank you so much. I'm going to leave this here. You're amazing. I'm impressed. And I look forward to flipping this ink blot around and doing it again for another perspective possibility. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, bye.
No thanks.
No thanks? You don't want my singing? I don't blame you. Stuffy singing.